All that hocus pocus, endless conjurations, books bound in infant skin, tentacles of fire, drinking the blood of virgins. Dorian wouldn't really barter his soul. Would you, Dorian? Would you?
Yes.
And so Barnes finds his first love and is actively encouraged in the pursuit of pleasure by Colin Firth.
Don't fear it, Dorian. The world is yours. For a season.
You see this descent into immorality and sin and murder and corruption, and it's like watching a train wreck. And so it's very difficult to empathise with this character at all and feel like you're on his side. And our film is called Dorian Gray, not The Picture of Dorian Gray, because we were trying to make it a little bit more about the man himself and this character, rather than just the picture of him and just the circumstances and events surrounding, you know, his life.
I think Oscar Wilde is having fun with the idea of where vanity might take you. I don't think he's morally judging the value that's put on beauty in youth at all. I think he put that value on it himself. He celebrated aesthetic beauty over and above morality.
Fast forward 25 years and Barnes looks just like his 21-year-old self and has become involved with Firth's now grown-up daughter, Rebecca Hall.
I look as good as you in 25 years. I should be thoroughly happy.
I can assure you pleasure is very different from happiness. I mean, some things are more precious because they don't last.
Mr. Gray, I believe I know your secret. You do have a heart.
Those who go beneath the surface do so at their peril.
How terrifying.
For the cast of Dorian Gray, the film has a timely premise.
We do live in a sort of celebrity-obsessed, youth-obsessed, you know, aesthetically obsessed culture in terms of our magazine, film, TV culture. And Dorian Gray, I think, explores the nature of whether that power that is associated with youth and beauty is a real one.
As long as there's Botox and, you know, the surgeon's knife and makeup and all the ways people desperately try to hold on to their youth, I think Dorian Gray will have something to say, really.
The truth is, I've done dreadful things. My life has been a monstrous corruption. And there will be a price.
I won't let anyone hurt you.
The premise of this story and the character of Dorian Gray have been thoroughly absorbed into contemporary culture, not just through the novel and a century of screen adaptations, but via everything from The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen to The Simpsons. That's both an opportunity and a challenge for director Oliver Parker and his colleagues in presenting this story for 21st century audiences. An opportunity because of the level of familiarity with it, and a challenge for exactly the same reason. If this movie isn't quite equal to the task of providing a truly memorable version of the story for today, that shortcoming is probably driven by the desire to have the film certificated 15, which is an absolutely understandable commercial ambition. However, even if the marketplace dictates that it's not practical to show Dorian Gray wallowing in debauchery, the suggestion of this behaviour needs to be more inventive, powerful and fun than it is here. If the message of the film is that there's a price to be paid for an utterly selfish lifestyle, then that message is undermined when that lifestyle isn't particularly shocking, at least by modern standards. A flaw then, but far from a terminal one, in a film which is beautifully shot and designed with some startling bursts of flair. While of the central cast members, Ben Barnes is particularly adept at depicting Gray's weariness with his years of indulgence, and Colin Firth is just exceptional. Given some dialogue that has real zip and venom, he delivers it with withering confidence in a performance that's a real tour de force.